Hi everyone, welcome back to the MatheMagician.uk. This is part of my series on multiplication. There are lots of different types of multiplication out there, so today's lesson is going to be on the traditional method. Let's jump into the classroom and find out what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to work out the same questions I've done in some of my other videos, but we're going to use the traditional method this time. So the traditional method has been used for a very long time. It's where you add up columns and add extra zeros into your answer. Okay, let's get set up. Right, so what we need to do is we need to line them up in columns exactly like I've done in the diagram. And we start off from the right hand side and we multiply the two units together. So we do 8 times 7 or 7 times 8. We need to find a method to work out 8 times 7 or 7 times 8. A common way is to draw a picture. So I'll get my pen. Some people, if they can't do the 7 or 8 times table, they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then they go 9, 10, so they go once. They go once. Then they go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And they keep on going until they get up to 7 times 8, which is 56. Right, so how do we make that? How do we write that down? Well, we put the 6 down and we carry the 5. Okay, like that. When it comes on, there we go. 6 down, carries 5. So we move the 5 into the next column. Now we need to do the same thing, but we need to multiply the 8 by the tens column, so the 8 by the 2. And then we have to add on the 5 that's floating above the 2. So let's see what that looks like. We've got 8 times 2, which is 16, and the 5, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we write the 1 down. We would carry the 2, but we've got nothing to carry it to, so we just write it in. So we've got 216 for 8 lots of 27. So 8 lots of 27 is 216. Okay, but we haven't finished yet. We've still got to deal with this 1 here. So we now need to do the same thing again and multiply the 1 by the 7 and the 1 by the 2. Is there anything we need to do first? Because that's not just a normal one. But what we need to do is we need to put a 0 in. And that lines are working out with that number 1, with the tens column. Okay, so what we do is we now do 1 times 7. So 1 times 7 is 7. Then we do 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. And now we've finished doing the working out. We can now do the last bit, which is adding these numbers together. If we add 216 to 270, we go 6 and 0 is 6, 7 and 1 is 8, and 2 and 2 is 4. And we may have to do some carries and some future questions. There we go with the neat one. There we go. So we've done traditional method. So what I want you to do is to try 63 times 23 in a row and then pause the video if you need to, and then I'll go through it in a few seconds. So 63 times 23. So what we need to do is we need to line up the 63 and the 23. Put a time sign in so the examiner can see that you know what you're doing. And it'll look neater like that. Okay. Then we're going to multiply the units, 3 times 3. So that'll give us 9. Then you do the units times the tens. So 3 times 6, which is 18. Got no carries, that's fine. Then we're going to move across to the 2's column, but we'll be out of alignment, so we need to put an extra 0 in there. Now we can do 2 times 3, which is 6. And the 2 times the 6, which is 12. We've got no need to do the carry, we can just put the 2 straight in. Oh, I've spelled carry wrong there, but ignore it. Then we're going to add together. 9 and 0 is 9. 8 and 6. Well, what's 8 and 6? If you can't do it, then you go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's 4 down and carry 1, just to give you a bit of confidence. 2 and 1 is 3, and another 1 is 4, and that extra 1 is there, so 1449, which is what it should say me working out. It's run a bit slow today. There we go. And that's the answer. So now what we need to do is look at something a little bit more complicated. So have a go at 2,345 times by 514. Have a go on your own if you can. Pause the video and then come back, and I'm going to go through it now. Okay, so we start off on the right hand side, and 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20, so we do the 2 and the 0, so we carry the 2. Then we do 4 times 4, working our way across the top line. 4 times 4 is 16, but we have to add on the 2. So that's 16, 17, 18. Carry the 1, write the 8 down. Then we're going to do 4 times 3 is 12. Add on the 1 is 13. 3 down, carry the 1. Then we're going to do 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8, and the extra 1 that we carried was a 9. Now we're going to move over to multiply everything by the 1. But before we do that, we have to put our carry in, so it lines up with the 1. 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 2 is 2. That's quite straightforward when you're multiplying by 1, you just copy the numbers. But next we need to multiply by 5. Now we've not done that before. What's wrong with the 5? Well, it needs to line up here. So we need to put 2 zeros in. If you think about it, 500, it's got 2 zeros in it. So we put 2 zeros in. Just a little trick. Now it lines up. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 down, and I've just wrote the 2 underneath so we can see it clearly. So 25. 5 times 4 is 20. Add on the 2 is 22. 5 times 3 is 15. Add on the carry 2 is 17. 5 times 2 is 10. Add on the 1 is 11. We've finished doing the main work. We just need to add them up. We add these up. That's 0. That's 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3 down, carry the 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the 1 is 13. Put it down here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And if we carry on doing that, we should get 1205330. So that is 1,205,330. So well done. We've now done a very long traditional multiplication. We'll do decimal multiplication the traditional way in a future video. But for now, that's it for today. So look at the other videos on multiplication. Choose the one that's best for you. There's no right method. There's no wrong method. There's no best method. There's just the one that works for you. That's it for today. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment and subscribe, like I always say. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Enjoy yourself.